Hey everyone, and today I'll be going through my entire PlayStation 3 collection. So to kick things off, I'm going to start with X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged Edition. So there's also Wolverine Origins on the PSP and PS2, which is a complete different game. So the best is like the Xbox 360 and the PS3 version because it's like the actual game, if that makes sense. Um, I'm looking forward to Insomniac's Wolverine, so this is like so far one of the best Wolverine games um, to date. So when Insomniac, releases their Wolverine game, we'll see how it goes. And it will go well. Don't worry. Next, a DC game. Not originally DC, but became DC. Watchmen: The End Is Nigh, Parts 1 and 2. Um, Contains exclusive collectible art, which I actually have on my wall. There's like a map and like a timeline. So you play as Rorschach or Night Owl in two unique stories. The co-op in this game is fantastic. The gameplay in this game is a bit similar to the Arkham combat, where you got the reversal takedown, the beatdown, the um, disarm criminal um, move. With Wolverine, on the other hand, is the combat's like it's obviously hack and slash, but you can tell by the gameplay it shares a lot of what God of War has done, which is essentially not a bad thing. It's like using an idea but expanding on that idea. So you've got Wolverine climbing ledges. Um, One unique thing about Wolverine is he has this leap, so you can like leap at enemies and take them down. You got brutal finishes. You got um, other special moves which also come in under useful for bosses, and also you get special suits. You can get the original Wolverine suit, and you can do that by completing a set of tasks in the Wolverine um, challenge mode. It's like your Wolverine versus Wolverine kind of thing. It's like you fight your inner demons kind of idea. Yeah, Watchmen is a great game. I'm having fun with this game. It's highly recommend. I would call this I would call Watchmen a hidden gem, essentially, because hidden gem means so much to many people. But when I think of when I hear the word hidden gem, it's like games that are not well known or are mainly games where it's been advertised just like a bit, but then after that it's like and the cycle ends. Um. Next, I've got Unreal Tournament 3. So this is a fun pick up and play game. Quickly pick up and play. It's reminds me a bit of Halo slash Gears of War slash a little bit of Counter Strike. I don't know, but it's a great fun game. Addictive gameplay. First person shooter. You can use vehicles and other like weapon turrets, and you can use that to your advantage. And on top of that, it will allow you to, you know, explore other areas when you're using special weapons. So the game's fun. I haven't actually tried the online mode, but yeah, so this is, I didn't get this complete, but I'll give a manual someday. Yeah, if you're into quick pick up and play, don't want to get into the story, just want to do like a quick arcade mode, this is a game to go with. Next we have Toy Story 3 on the PS3. So you get to play Zurg exclusive to the PlayStation 3. As a kid, I really wanted Toy Story 3. So here's a story. I went to EB Games. No, I went to Target, sorry. And because as a kid, I looked through catalogs a lot, and I saw Toy Story 3 on PS2, and I was like, and when I went to Target, they were like, "There's no such thing as Toy Story 3 on PS2. It's only on PS3 and Xbox 360." And they're like, "Go ask EB Games." So me and my dad, we went to EB Games, and they said, "No, Toy Story 3 on PS2 does exist." Little did I know, the PS2 version is not the same version as the PS3. The PS3 version is not the same as the PS2 version. The PS2 version is the same as the PSP version. It's like it's more based around the movie, but with this, it's like a love letter to Toy Story fans. You've got Toy Story 2, you've got the Buzz video game, you got Woody's Roundup and stuff like that. It's called Toy Story 3, but it's really just a Toy Story game. It's got a lot of other, you got Al's Toy Barn. It's got so much. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's one of my favorite games, and I believe that this game is a hidden gem, or is becoming a hidden gem. This game is great. It's got open world. You create buildings and open up like barbers and florists and jails and stuff like that. I really love as playing as Buzz, even as a kid. There's this special area. There's like a Zerg station. It's fun. I don't know why people don't really talk about this game, because this game is great in every single way. Next, I want to talk about Warhammer 40k Space Marine and the Incredible Hulk, the official video game. But I'll be starting with Space Marine. So, Space Marine is a hack and slash. You verse orcs, ogres. I love killing orcs and ogres. I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with her. And this is also complete. So I have this. So they will be making Warhammer 40k Space Marine Part 2 for the next gen consoles. I'm not sure when it's releasing, but when I saw that, I was like, wow, such a coincidence, because I would say like a few weeks ago, I actually bought the game, and I've been playing it, and then when I saw like the trailer for Space Marine 2, I was like, wow, this is like a coincidence. It was like so random, like no one was expecting it, but it's a very good game. It's a third-person hack and slash shooter game. Over the shoulder, it's like the camera angle is a bit similar to the new God of War games, to 2018 and Ragnarok. So, but it's a good game. You can't jump, so it's like a traditional. It's not open world, but it's a lot of gore. You can see the chainsaw here. So yeah, story is alright. It's not bad. It's good. But I just love the combat so much that sometimes I forget the story. Next, we've got the Incredible Hulk. the official video game. So this game was also on the PS2, not on the PSP. I think there was going to be a PSP version, but it never ended up releasing. Whoops. This game is not complete with a manual, but it's okay. So this image here, I think this was developed or published by Sega. So this guy here with the two heads, if you watch the Incredible Hulk movie, the lab scientist guy, there's a bit of like chemical that drops on his head, and his head starts morphing kind of, but then it cuts the scene and the new scene starts. They never show it, but it's this guy, I'm pretty sure. Go back and watch the movie and you'll see what I'm talking about. Graphics are good, but it's not near as fun as the PlayStation 2 and also the original OG Xbox. And I don't know what other consoles it's on, but I've got on PS2 the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Just the way you interact with the world is so much dynamic as more than this, and you would think, oh, maybe they will use some ideas, but this is very vague ideas. I feel like by the time we get a proper Hulk game, it's going to be quite some time. Okay, now Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. So, to start off, this game is great. I actually did play Red Dead Redemption 2 first when I played this, so I got this game late, but it did me a favor as the plot in this game was because if you play this and go play then you start playing Red Dead Redemption 2, you kind of know who's the bad ones and who's the good ones. But this was like a fresh start for me. This game is great, you know. Not only is it made by Rockstar Games, but the gameplay is the story is amazing. The ending is not what everyone wanted, but you know. So essentially, what happens to Arkhamorigins happens to yeah. I don't want to spoil too much. And I have not played this yet, but this is Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. So I haven't played this yet, but I believe that ammo is scarce. It's much difficult. The zombies are more challenging than normal enemies. So I believe that this game, I think there's the kind of the background of the story is like where the reason people become zombies is not really zombies, but they get infected with this bad disease and they become zombie-like. So, and then you as John Marston, you're gonna figure out how did this happen, how did it start, who did this, and yeah. Essentially, it's like a DLC, but so I think it goes for like 6-7 hours, but that's enough for me. You don't always need a long ass game. You just sometimes want a simple, quick game, you know? A game that no one really likes, but I do. So this is Rambo, the video game. So not only this has PlayStation Move features, but it contains the actual voices of Rambo and Colonel Trudman from the motion pictures from the movies. So this game is great. It's like an on-rail shooter. You don't actually walk around. It's a first-person shooter. You don't walk around and stuff, but you control where you aim, where you take cover, and if you're a big fan of the movies, so if you go watch the movies and then you go play this, I guarantee you'll have much more fun, you know. Or you play, watch the movies first. So this has got Rambo. So this has got First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3. Next game is Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe. Um, we're still waiting for what Mortal Kombat game we're gonna get. So it's been confirmed by Ed Boon that's next year. But I would like another Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe, but I think Ed Boon made that quite clear. We're not going to get another one. This game is good, but it lacks the fatalities. Cause I don't know, maybe DC was like, we don't want Superman ripping Batman's head off. I don't know, but it's good. And I think when you play, so over here it says, so with a unique storyline based on your alliance, Mortal Kombat or DC. So I think when you play DC Universe and you complete that, you actually unlock Darkseid. If you didn't know that. So I need to do that because I finished the Mortal Kombat story mode, not the DC Universe. Or did I? It's so confusing which is which because they're all mixed. All the characters are on the each storyline. So yeah. But yeah, it's a good fighting game, But it's not a hardcore, Mortal Kombat game. So Midnight Club Los Angeles, the complete edition. So I've actually started playing this. This game is actually quite fun. Well, I'm a huge fan of the Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition remix on PS2. I played that so much as a kid. I believe that's still way better than this. The music's better. I don't know. The open world seems a lot better than this one. You can tell by this game that we used a lot of assets for GTA 5, because here it's called Hollywood. In GTA 5 it's called Vinewood, but it's like you can tell like from the area. I'm pretty sure I was like driving the car and it looked very familiar to where Michael's suburb is located. But yeah, this game, it's good. It's a good street racing game, but it's not better than Midnight Club 3 in my opinion. Will we get another Midnight Club game? Never say never. That's all I'm gonna say. Never say never. Who knows? But at the moment, Rockstar is going to be releasing, not sure when, but Grand Theft Auto 6, which is set in Vice City. And the characters are Jason and Lucia, and I think there's one more character. But yeah. Another Rockstar game. You can never have too many Rockstar games. So this is Max Payne 3, which has one of the best combats in a game. So on the right side is like classic Max Payne, with the suit and the environment, and on the left is like more present. It really lacked this version of Max Payne, but we are going to be getting Max Payne 1 and 2, a remake, which is going to be, I think, released in 2024, I believe. I think we should get like some sort of trailer like next year or the end of next year or even early 2024. But yeah, the story in this game is a bit all over the place. You're going through a hard time, depression. Ever since your wife and your kids died and stuff, you're not actually still there in the head. You're still going through pain and stuff. And I think you're saving this girl, which is the daughter of this guy. I did complete the game, but it was like a while ago, so it's good. Located in Brazil, the environment, it's good, I don't have part 1, but I've got Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. So this has one of the most, in my opinion, adult themed content. Like, it shouldn't even be MA15, it should be like R18, but anyway. So Lynch is essentially like Trevor. Like if you don't, you do a mod and you put Trevor, you replace Lynch with Trevor, it will match 100%. And Kane is like Michael. But this game is good. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not really all too happy for Lynch. I mean, yeah, so haven't got part 1. I don't know why I didn't get part 1. I just jumped to part 2, but I don't know. I should get part 1. I'm not sure why I didn't, so that's my fault. Hitman Absolution. So this game, the way you interact with dead bodies and the animation, it's so much fun. The physics, like it's got a ragdoll effect. I love when games have the ragdoll effect. Agent 47. This is the first Hitman game I've played. I'm actually halfway into the game. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. It's quite sad. Feels like this a shower scene, and Agent 47 does something, and it's not good. But yeah, the story is interesting. The game's good. The graphics are very good for a PlayStation 3 game. Very good indeed. I haven't played this game yet, and this is Heavenly Sword, which is heavily influenced by God of War. There's actually a God of War Easter egg in this game, believe it or not. This is a PlayStation exclusive. Will we get another Heavenly Sword game? I don't know. I don't know if this is based on the movie or the movie is based on the game, so I'm not too sure. But it's a hack and slash game. Yeah. I played maybe like a tiny bit, but this game is good. Tries to be too much like God of War, but it's good. Sometimes it's good just to do your own thing. You don't always have to copy. It's good to get ideas, but yeah. So I'm going to do these games together. So Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City. Believe it or not, I haven't played these games yet. I've seen people play GTA 4. So I did not get the Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete Edition because I actually wanted the game separate, like how I did for Red Dead Redemption, So I believe, what's his name? Johnny is in GTA 5. Don't want to spoil too much about that, but this game is good. It's like its own story. It's probably like a 6-hour story, probably. But it's okay. You don't always need a long ass story. And then you got GTA 4, which from the shooting, from the physics is way better than GTA 5. Here we've got God of War Ascension. So this game is so this is actually, let me put this back. What am I doing? First look at the back, then I'll take it out. This is a very impressive for a PS3 game. The graphics are very good. This is like late into the PS3 era, close to the PS4 time. Yeah. Not many people like the story lacks apparently to some people, but I don't mind. And this is, I think, the only God of War game. Where you can jump between chapters and relive those moments again. So we've got God of War. looks so good. It's like a steel case. It feels nice. Like this feels not the same as this. It feels like it's more materialized. I don't know. I can't explain it. But yeah. A few more games to go. So this is Disney Infinity and Disney Infinity 2.0. This is also on the PS4, but I really don't see much of a graphical upgrade to the PS4 version, so I was like, I'm okay with the PS3 version for now. So this is like the Toys to Life games. There's also Disney Infinity 3.0, which is heavily focused on Star Wars. So yeah, it's not really much of a thing anymore with Disney Infinity. The whole Toys to Life thing all started with, I believe it was Skylanders, but this is sealed via original PS3 wrapping. If you can just see it, yeah, if you can just see it, you know. Sticky from like a shop sticker. So yeah, I would take off the seal because that honestly doesn't make that much money. So I'm gonna take off the seal to play the game. And yeah, so I'll show you this. So this is like that. And this just shows you what works, what's compatible with what. So it's like as you can see. Just so you take a good look at this for a moment. Pull and pause. Okay, and next up we got Conan, which I was actually addicted to this game a lot, and I actually used this text over here, all this, for one of my university assignments, believe it or not. I don't know, I was really obsessed with this game. I'll come back from uni, I'll boot up my PS3 and just play this so much. Yes, it has some of this nudity, but the gameplay was so much fun. The lore of Conan is interesting. This also comes with. This is from Dark Horse Comics, which is also the people who made, I think, Hellboy, which we are going to get a Hellboy game next year. So that's interesting. This is a comic book. You know, it's so cool. It's not a game manual. It's a comic book. You know, just show you this. It's so cool, you know. You would think, oh, it's a manual. No, it's a comic book. And then you got like an interview here, like a Q&A. Then you have a lead combat programmer, you know, answering questions, and you got other people answering questions. It's like a whole Q&A spread, and still goes. You got like game ad here. Then you got like some pre-order stuff here. Then you got Destroy Humans coming summer 2007. Okay, I've got 2 more games. Wait, before I do that, there's like a bit of like a wallpaper here. So we got Conan. Oh. Okay, nothing here. I thought there would have been a picture here. But yeah. The gameplay for Conan is quite boring to watch on YouTube, but when you play yourself, it's so much fun. Anyway, on to Batman Arkham Origins. This game is the second Batman game I played, because I think I started with Arkham Asylum, then I went to Arkham Origins and Arkham City. I think. But I didn't finish Arkham Origins then go to Arkham City. I actually finished Arkham Asylum. Was playing Arkham Origins while I was playing Arkham City, but I'm not sure which one I finished first. This was this, but this was the second Batman game I've played from the Arkham series. Um, what's to say about an Arkham game besides, you know, pure comic comic accuracy? It's fun. The bosses, like WB Games Montreal, really nailed the bosses. You know, then we've got like Gotham Knights, and the bosses were good, but like I would have done so much more with Gotham Knights. If they did this, why couldn't they do Gotham Knights the same? But it's the same treatment, but yeah, but very good game. You know, I was hoping we'd get a remaster of this, but you know we never did. So in the meantime, I'm gonna keep this on the PS3. Last but not least, or maybe least, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So I haven't played this game yet. I will be picking this game up for the Nintendo Switch with the Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection. I have played this game a bit, maybe like I don't know, 4 hours, 3.5 hours probably. The game's good, but I think I prefer playing this on the Switch because I essentially, if there's a Switch game which is also on a console like a PS5 or PS4 or whatever, I will buy a handheld because I'm more of a handheld guy. But yeah, so that was it. That's my entire, well, that was my complete PS3 game collection. So I hope you liked this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment if you want to see another of my collections, and yeah, and if you want to see any gameplay of any of these games, which I will be making. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy holidays. And I'll be making a video tomorrow. I'm not sure what, but because it's Christmas, I'm going to make another video tomorrow. So I'm going to try at least. So yeah, take care. Bye.